Hello YouTube, this is Inflatablemango, and today we're going to be looking at a bit of a different video. We're doing a look at the game files of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The one I'm going to be using for this is a ROM of the Debug version, which has been modded to be the Zelda's Birthday Edition, which is like a fan-made hack. I'm not going to be playing the actual game. I'm going to be just going through game files, looking at the test rooms, having a bit of a play around and seeing what we come up with. So without further ado, let's get on with this. For this video also I have enabled my cursor so that I can highlight things to you. I'll try to keep that out of the way as much as possible. I've also got a USB N64 controller, so it can be as authentic as I can possibly get. So let's go for this. So once you've opened the debug ROM, you need to go to file 1, because file 1 is the file which holds the debug files, and it will show that you've got all this medallions and a few hearts and bloody blah. So we'll open that up and you'll go to this menu. So I'll use it with my cursor, I can describe for you. So you're going to be given a full list of every location in the game which you can navigate. You can also see down here, this would be my this is like a little button input area, which is quite useful if you wanted to do that. So I'll just run through the buttons as well. We've got left trigger, right trigger, all the C buttons, etc. So there we go. I don't know what all of these do down here, but we'll get to that in a second. So what we're interested in is down here. So we've got a few test rooms which would be quite cool to play around with. So strongbox warp, I don't know what that's going to be. Bamboo, is it bamboo? Yeah, bamboo test map, test room, old test, depth test, Hyrulean game 2. So we don't know what any of those are going to be, so that'd be quite interesting. And also title, I believe you can select that. Yeah, and that'll put you, we'll have a look at that as well. Down here we've got the stage, which will be cutscenes, so you can use your right trigger to scroll through these. So we don't want cutscenes because it would just go to those. So we want night or day, so we're going to just have day so we can see it better. And we've got age down here, but I'm not entirely sure how we change that one actually. So we're going to, no. So those two are for that. We've also got option, the purple here, which again I don't know what it's quite what it's for, but we'll have a play. Let's find out. Right, so we're going to load up the first one, which is going to be not cutscene. I'm still getting used to these controls. Right, so day. Right. So let's go right down to the bottom. And we're going to start with this strong box warp. See what that is. It might well just be a cutscene, but we'll find out. So let's load this and see what happens. Okay, so looks like we're in. Okay, well, we're in the room in Lon Lon Ranch. The so there should be a sculpture around. Or was he in the hay? I can't remember. No. Let's have a look around, see what we can. Oh, there he is. Oh, no, it's not a golden sculpture, it's a regular one. That's very odd. So first of all, you'll notice as well on the debug version, I'm playing as Child Link, but I've got a Master Sword icon. I've also got a bow. So when you press bow, it won't obviously use a bow as a child, it will just bring up the slingshot. And for looking at the sword, to me that looks more like a Kokiri sword than a Master Sword, so that's just a little issue there we've got. Right, if we go to, now once you're in the game files like this, if you press the left trigger, press start, then press the left trigger. It does take a little bit longer to load the start menu up because it's a debug file, but so if you load the left trigger you get access to the item screen changing thing. So what I find interesting is each of these obviously replicates that place. So we have, this would be Deku sticks, this would be Deku nuts, this would be, I do not know, let's have a look, bombs, and you can get the idea. So bombs, and then we have these three others. So But the one we're interested in, which I found useful, is this one. So we've got 3 options for this. Sorry, we've got 2 options for this actually. No, we have. Yes, we have 2 options. So, because nothing isn't really an option. So we have 11, which gives us the long shot. But we have this 10, which I think is, what's it called, a pendant. So that doesn't usually appear in the game. So that's got a little bit of an Easter egg. But that was obviously taken out of the game at some point. You can't use it. It won't even let you assign it to anything. So it's completely useless, but it's a nice little Easter egg that's hidden in the game files. So yeah, let's see what else we can come up with. I'm going to restart this. So can we leave the room? Where will that take us? It may well crash it. No, it doesn't. It does take us to Long Long Ranch. So everything seems to be very well behaved. Okay, that's cool. Right, let's reset, and we will open up the next one. So I did try to do last night. I tried to get a Ocarina of Time playthrough going via the Nintendo Wii, but for some reason it didn't want to work. It was very choppy. Even through the Elgato, which is an HD, it just struggled with it. So I think that if I do a playthrough, it's going to be via an emulator. So the next one, bamboo test. Oh no, fatal error, stopping emulation. So that one crashes it. Okay, so that's not good. Let's load again. So the bamboo test will crash your game. So don't use that one. So if anyone else has done this and they've managed to run any of these that are crashing for me, but I'd be really interested to see what they are. So test map, let's try that. Is it going to crash? Yeah, that's crashed as well. Okay, now that's 2 out. Alright, 3rd time lucky, we might get one. So test room and test map. The test room we haven't tried, we tried test map, didn't we? Let's try it again. No, so these ones obviously don't want to work for some reason. So we'll have to... I wonder whether they change the... So I have no idea quite what this little thing down here does. I'm assuming that is like a variation of some description. So let's try old test. There we go. Oh, okay, so we're in Forest Temple, and we're going against Dark Link. So to make this slightly more manageable, I'm actually going to equip the shield when it wants to load up. So that doesn't make any difference. I was just curious as to whether that would actually work. And then we're going to go to... Ah, we might be able to use the Megaton Hammer. We can use the Megaton Hammer as a child. That's very good. That's very cool. So that's another Easter egg. If you use the Debug version, you can use the Megaton Hammer as a child. What else have we got on here that's a bit unusual? Nothing really, is there? Oh, we'll just get rid of him. So we'll use the old Din's fire trick. maybe it won't. He can't be killed. This is a beta test. No, he's been killed. So now what? Is that it? Yep. So that was that. That was that one. That's all we can do for that. So let's go to the next one. Right. So we're going to try. So proving ground will be the that will be the Gerudo Fortress proving ground area, which will be where you get the ice arrows usually. So depth test. Let's have a look at that. Okay, or not. We're not doing very well here. Lots of them are crashing. Alright, let's try some. Let's try Hyrulean Game 2. See what that brings us up to. No, we're still crashing. What's up with this? If anybody knows a fix around this, I'd be very interested. Maybe it's because it's the Zelda's Birthday Edition and it's, you know, altered files, but the last one we've got to try really is title. Okay, title works. Okay, so now we've got control of Link in the title. Briefly, we did have control of him, briefly. That was quite cool. So if we go now to... We'll just load up a basic one. We'll load up field, and I'm going to have a play with this little thing down on the bottom here. So we'll load up field option -1. And we'll see what happens. Is anything going to happen, or is that going to crash? Alright, we've got a crash file again. Oh dear. I'm going to have to rename this YouTube video Crash Files. It's just, everything's crashing on us. So we'll try field. Option 1, not option -1, and we'll see if that loads up with anything. No. So it seems as soon as we change the option box, it doesn't like it. We'll just have one more attempt at it. Let's try on this one, because we know old test works, because that was the one with the Dark Link. And we'll try option 5. Has anything changed? No, nothing on there has changed. So now it appears it does absolutely nothing. Alright, so we're going to load up a cutscene. Ideally, I want to show you guys the cutscene glitch for when Link leaves the forest for the first time. If we have it on here, but I don't know if we do. Fire Temple. Let's have a look. Goddess cutscene. No, I'm afraid it doesn't look like we do. So, Kokiri. So we try Kokiri cutscene. So there'll be several cutscenes on here. So we'll try Kokiri cutscene #1 and see what that brings up. Okay, so that's the cutscene when we leave the Deku tree. So that's not the one we need. We want the cutscene we're after is the one where Link runs over the bridge. Whoa, what have I done here? What have I done now? Okay, alright. So we just tried cutscene 1, we'll try cutscene 2. Try cutscene 3. No, that's the Navi the fairy one. I'm wondering actually if I made a save state at that moment, would it... Can you make a save state at this point? So we do a save state on that. Maybe that will be quicker than constantly going back and forth. Oh, I've done it again. Right, so we want Kokiri. And we're going to try cutscene number 6. No, this is the Kokiri. So this is the ending. The ending credits. That's stored under Kokiri. So was that the only part of it which is stored? Okay, so there's a set. That's very interesting. So only the Kokiri section of the... Let's load. Only the Kokiri section, excuse me, of the file is, of the ending file is under that bit. So each section of the map has a different file block for the... You know what I'm trying to say. It, rather than being one big cutscene, it's separated up into loads of little ones that then work together. Let's try this one. No. Let's try... Oh, a straight Kokiri. Okay, well, I can't remember, for some reason that's not working. Right. What else can we do on here that's going to be fun? Let's go to... I'll have to show that one off in a separate video then. But it's a nice little Easter egg glitch thing that I found. Let's see what else we've got on here. No, all Brothers House, Twins House, Stables. Okay, let's try going to... Let's see if this works. There we go, so we've made it. That's pretty cool. So the iron knuckle isn't actually there. And no, we can't even escape the doors. So that's a bit stupid, we're literally trapped in it. Well, there we go guys, that was a little bit of a different video I suppose, wasn't it? Hopefully you all had a bit of a laugh. My main thing I wanted to show you was this though, the pendant, because I think it's quite unusual. It does look to me like the pendant which is used in Majora's Mask, part of the trading quest. I'll have to look into that properly, but from what I remember, it does look very similar. If anyone's got any more backstory on what this item is, that'd be very cool to know about. Get some details on it. And also, if you know of any other, things that have been taken out of the game, that'd be pretty cool to know. But yeah, that was a little look at the debug version of Ocarina of Time. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.